2007 alumna, as well as annual giving officer at Spelman College and union fundraising lead as well. Can anyone hear me? Great. I think that took me a moment to make sure that I could actually use my microphone, so I apologize for the delay. But thank you all for agreeing to participate in this webinar, my first webinar for the Office of Annual Giving, and I look forward to sharing some great information with you all. And so you all know, you all won't be able to speak at this through the conference. However, you can type in the chat screen and you can type to everyone or to me privately if you would have like a specific question or anything that you all want to direct to on a one-on-one basis. However, if there's a general question that you have, I would suggest that you actually just type into the chat for everyone to see. I may also respond to your question. All right, let's get started. I'm going to talk a little bit about gifts. This is information that you all may already know in your role as SpelAgent for the college. However, it's just a friendly reminder, and everyone knows alumni gifts provide support for teaching and laying the financial foundation for Spelman College. They gain the excellence of the Spelman College educational experience, fund institutional priorities, and ensure that the college attracts and educates leaders who will have a positive impact on society. And of course, that is really important to us as a college, and something that is important to you all as alumni as well. So something that we will make sure that you all know and recognize as our message through the and why we ask for alumni to give. That we get very often in our office is why alumni participation is important. So you all know, the alumni participation rate is very important to our efforts as a college. We reach out to not-alumni major donors, apply for grants, and seek funding from foundations. They consistently ask what our alumni participation rate is. Use that number to evaluate whether they may make a contribution to our college or whether we are actually to encourage alumni giving as an institution. In 2011, 41% of our alumni made a financial gift to the college, which is a terrific accomplishment. We should be able to maintain that momentum, but in order to do so, it's really important that we get your help as SpelAgents. And that's whether you are in or outside of your reunion year. The gifts that can be made to Spelman is the annual gift, which all hear very often as the every woman, every year gift. We talk a lot about it as being a gift that is made an unrestricted designation to the college, and that gift is actually very vital to our day-to-day operations. Second, the leadership gift, which is at $25,000 or more, and that can be made outright as in one payment at this point in time, or it can be made over a number of years by using a pledge, or maybe EFT or RCC, which we'll talk about later, as well as any that are made to specific endeavors, especially we talk about JALS scholarships and things like that. Last, third gift option is a plan gift, with opportunity for Spelman alumni to include the institution in your will or other estate plans. There are ways to make a plan gift to the college. And if you have any questions about those in specific, you can feel free to check out our website and also speak to Michelle Harris, class of 2002, that is a leadership gift officer, and she can help you with those conversations as well. And also, not the big question, but I guess the one top questions that we get from alumni is, what is the annual fund? As you all know, the annual fund at Spelman represents gifts that are designated as unrestricted. Those are the gifts that are made to the college launch new initiatives, as well as support the college's needs on a day-to-day basis. Gifts that are made to the annual fund are used within the fiscal year, so they're not put aside for anything in particular in future years. However, they're actually used in the present moment to support the institution as a whole. So that you're wondering is, what exactly counts as a reunion gift? Since we work so much with efforts during your reunion years, it's here very plainly that all gifts and pledge payments that are made to Spelman for any purpose, whether that's for a specific scholarship, for a particular initiative, or restricted to the annual fund, since July 1st following your last reunion, will be counting your class's current reunion gift. So the awards later on, I'll kind of go in depth about which gifts count for which arena. However, just know that no matter whether you or your Spelman sisters are making a gift either in the current fiscal year during your reunion or outside of your reunion year, it definitely counts towards a reunion gift. The question is, of course, just which one. Answers the question again about how you can your reunion gift if you are making a designation. And the answer is yes. You can use the option to designate your gift to any area. Of course, we suggest to our alumni and encourage that alumni support the annual fund for the day-to-day needs. However, should you have a specific initiative or priority that you find that's particularly important to you or to your Spelman sisters, you all can make a gift designation. And no matter whether it's designated or not, that gift will count toward a reunion gift. Slides are something that you all should be familiar with, the Reunion Philanthropy Awards. At Spelman, we created a great culture around giving during your reunion year. As you see here, there are a few categories for each reunion class in which you all compete for awards during your reunion year. The first often talked about is highest class donor participation. This lists against the top 3 classes with the highest percentage of alumni who outright gifts to the college from the beginning of fiscal year to your reunion giving deadline. So during your reunion year, should it be, for instance, the people that are celebrating this year for Reunion 2013, they were made from July 1st of 2012 through May 17th of this year, with a reunion giving deadline will count towards highest class donor participation. So the same for most significant class gift, or number 2. That award is given to the class with the largest total amount ranged from the beginning of fiscal year to your reunion giving deadline. So different is award number 3, and actually counts the gifts that were made since your last reunion. So for Reunion 2013 members, you last celebrated in 2008. So those that were made from 2009 through 2012 before July 1st of 2012, they'll count towards your cumulative class gift. They will include any outright gifts as well as any documented that are current of $10,000 or more. Our 2 categories for the philanthropy awards are most consistent donor, which is given to the reunion alumna that has the most consistent giving within her class to the college. This could we hear that it represents her commitment to the Every Woman Every Year campaign, and that's true. So for many classes, we see that alumni have given for 30 years or more in consecutive years. And we want to, of course, make sure that we highlight their commitment to the college and to our efforts to educate students on a daily basis. That's a donor. Last but certainly not least is the most significant class pledge. And here, this award is given to the class that receives the most pledges documented with the college, where the payments will be paid within the next 5 years and will conclude before the next reunion cycle. So those that are created within this fiscal year for Reunion 2013 members count towards this award. However, in order for that gift to count, for the pledge amount to count, they will have had to have made a payment on that pledge. Any questions about these 5 Reunion Philanthropy Awards, please be sure to let me know, whether that's typing a question in the chat box or asking asking me in private conversation. I'll talk to you all a little bit about reunion, regional class representatives, something that's we are trying to encourage with all of our reunion alumni. In order to help facilitate the work that you do as SpelAgent, we will be helpful to find classmates all over the country to act as regional coordinators. You should work with these alumni to sort of spread out the work that you do in reaching your peers. Most SpelAgents, like yourselves, reside in the state of Georgia. We kind of consider you as the leader for the regions. However, we also consider you as the region representative for the Southeast region, which will be in the next slide, where those states compose. And you will kind of coordinate your efforts in all that you do with the assistance of other classmates. That this will seem easier for you. I understand in talking with a lot of SpelAgents over the past few months that it may be extremely taxing or tiring to try and reach all of the alumni that are in your class list. So to make it a little bit easier for you, if you could use regional representatives, it may better facilitate this process. It can also allow for those alumni that have questions or want to meet with a SpelAgent face-to-face, for that conversation to be facilitated should they have a representative that works in the area. The structure that we want to follow with the regional class representatives, as you see, there are 6 regions that constitute our country and how we've divided it here. So for the Southeast region, you see the different states that are involved for Northeast, South Central, Great Lakes, West, and Far West. Many of you all may know, we do have, of course, a lot of alumni that are in the Southeast region, but as we also know, there are alumni that are all over the United States, that either be able to come back to reunion or that may not be able to come back to reunion, but would like to participate in some way. So I think that if you all are able to select or nominate those that you all feel may be good representatives for regions throughout the country, I would greatly appreciate having those conversations with those classmates in order to see and gauge if they're interested and how we can move forward in working with them. This is something that we actually just started with Reunion 2014 members that met in December. We're getting names and nominations for those suggestions, and we're moving forward and trying it out with them, but it may be very helpful in what we do on a day-to-day basis. First, something that's really important to all of our efforts as fundraising components to SpelAgent is the data that we use. The data that I'm speaking of is, of course, those class lists that you all are familiar with. Only those that have signed on as SpelAgents, E-agents, or class agents and have signed the confidentiality agreement may request it. And like that, when you request this data, that you only use it for the next 2 weeks from printing, from the time that we send it or email it to you. The reason we give such a deadline is that you have the most up-to-date information. So should it get lost, or should you find that you have not been able to reach out to me as you all would like to, I'd appreciate if you would reach back out to us so that we can refresh the data, as well as so that you have everything that you need in order to reach out to your classmates. Those requests that can be made by reaching out to me. Some of it takes me up to a week to get data to you. However, to try and make sure that is as quickly as possible, and it can be as quickly as within the next day or so. But up to a week, we say in advance, you should request that data. So information here, it will also be at the end of the webinar. Should you have any questions, and you can reach out to me directly regarding those requests. Of using the data is, of course, listed here. When we talk about why we want to reach out to alumni, we want to use it for fundraising, information sharing, talking about Spelman events and activities, as well as any type of way that we are communicating to them. We hear that everyone understands that the data is not to be used for outside solicitations or for personal reasons or for any other than those items that are listed here. And the confidentiality form that you all sign as SpelAgents. It's that you all will not share your classmates' information with others outside of the purposes that are listed here. Should you have questions about how to use data or anything like that, please feel free to let me know. Just give me a call and I will be sure to answer those questions for you. Next thing about something that is really important to our institution, and it's the EFT and RCC. EFT stands for, of course, Electronic Funds Transfer, while RCC is Recurring Credit Card. If we were to encourage every alumna to sign up for the EFT or RCC, that is a good way to show that they are continuously supporting the college on an annual basis. It's less worry that you all have to have about your participation rate for your class and your ability to actually focus on those that give and actually increase their gift amount during your reunion year. Electronic funds transfer and recurring credit card gifts are easy ways to increase the size of your gift. And you all know your employer or the employer of the alumna may be able to match their gift to Spelman. So this is also a great way to leverage those personal relationships that we have while working and a way to give additional money to the college. Questions about matching or other information like that, you can contact your personnel department or human resources to determine if your company participates in a corporate matching gift program. The minimum, as you see here, to sign up for EFT or RCC is $10 a month. And you can go to this website here about ways to give, click on download, and submit and write that form and send it to college in order for us to sign them up. As you see here, we like making a gift is easy. We give several options for how you can make a gift, that is online, by phone, or even through the mail. Some that are reunioning opt to use class letters as a way to also reach out to their classmates. Those letters often have a tear-off form at the bottom that you use in order to encourage your classmates to give. If you have any meetings that you will have with your class members, we can also give you all some giving envelopes that you all can distribute at that meeting or just have at a table. That gift form has the ability for your classmates to sign up for EFT, RCC, or also make a check gift to college or gift via credit card or any other giving vehicle that you choose to give. And it's a great way for you to have something at your meetings and allow the alumni to give. Of course, the most important part is that it comes back to Spelman, so make sure that should you gather any giving envelopes from your event, that you make sure that they return to Spelman and the address is on the front, or you can bring it back by to our office in particular, or anywhere on campus. Make a gift. Of course, first we have to make the ask. There are alumni that have already signed up for the automatic deduction or pledge, or who make a gift outright to the college every year by going on their own to the website. However, there are some that we have to talk to personally and have great personal conversations about making a gift to the college. I want to actually encourage you all to feel comfortable reaching out to your Spelman sisters in a way that you can communicate, whether over the phone, in person, or through social media vehicles. If you all have any questions about ways to make the ask, we have scripts that are available in the office that you all can use as a template for conversation and guiding it. Some of the tips that we have are listed here, and we ask, of course, that you pre-plan your conversation. Greet them, of course, in a regular way. Don't just start by going straight for the ask, but taking your time in order to talk with them very briefly about why you are giving them a call or what to schedule a time to meet with them. And things that I really encourage all of you in their conversation, talk about why they give to the college. So sometimes when I speak with others that outside of my office, I say, well, I give to the college because I remember what it's like to be a student and to be in need. I know my annual gift does make an impact on the campus and in many different facets, and I am grateful to thoughtful and meaning gift to my alma mater every year. I'll suggest, of course, that when you have these conversations with your alumni, they have some extra information available for you in case you have any questions or they may want to have some up-to-date information about things that are going into the college. And within office, and actually something that we post on our email site is some of those talking points. Should you all not have the time to reach out to us, feel free to go to Spelman's website. It's a great resource for all SpelAgents and all alumni. It's about everything that we're doing at the college on a day-to-day basis, as well as what our students are in need of, and the things that we have going on as an institution. So should you have time to reach out to me before you make an ask, please check our website just briefly during the day of your visit or before you start making phone calls, just so you can have an idea of some of the things that are going on currently. And should you want to use as an icebreaker, as like a did you know moment, feel free to use those and feel free to engage with your class on a personal level, whether talking about events that you all remember during your years at Spelman College, or just even about your last reading and how great it was, or how you could feel like it could be better. What's important, of course, is to meet them where they are or where they feel comfortable. Of course, at some point to make the ask. Should there be questions about their specific designation, we suggest you guide them towards our office. We can help them with that question, and they can always feel free to reach out to the Office of Annual Giving themselves with the questions they may have about their giving. At this point, I'm actually going to kind of put conversation into something that's new that we are hoping to use as a way to reach alumni. And something that you all may have seen in your emails or in conversations that I've had with you one-on-one, ways to reach our presence as SpelAgents is by talking about an ambassador. And this gives you a little bit of background as to why we feel that using social media is very important. Actually, as recent as only August of last year, you could get 66% online adults that use Facebook, 20% that use LinkedIn, 16 use Twitter, 12 use Pinterest, 12 use Instagram, and 5% of online adults say they use Tumblr. We're using online and World Wide Web as a means to accomplish our job tasks on a day-to-day basis. So should we not also use them as fundraising efforts? This social media can also allow individuals to access information easily at their convenience and at the frequency that they desire. That you all may have is what can you do in this process? And of course, you see here, we want you as SpelAgents to encourage your sisters to make a gift to Spelman College by Founders Day 2013 by creating and curating content that reminds them of Spelman's history, purpose, and importance. 9 times out of 10, you're already doing what's necessary to grab your sister's attention. Whether you're already friends on Facebook and you are talking about your day-to-day life and your accomplishments through social media and through your Twitter account, of how you talk about what you have going on your life as well. Those different vehicles are very important in your efforts. And of course, we also feel like they may be encouraging to your Spelman sisters as well. Then, of course, is to be active. Posting to social media. This is time, of course, to take a break. And in order to be engaged in your content, your audience must be able to depend on you to post. Post regularly. If you aren't using your Facebook on a regular basis, feel kind of to explore again, see what it looks like, see what happens when you post a status and how people respond. Same thing for your Twitter. Should you have a message about Spelman College, you could be amazed at how many people want to be a part of the conversation that you're having about our institution. What I hear is copy other comments by replying to and engaging with each comment. by Barbara Talisman. And we say that that's important because we want you to be active. Like and retweet the comments that you receive. This makes the individuals who are responding to your posts while giving other individuals permission to participate. Don't just post. Comment, like, share, and connect with your audience. Commenting on your post will grow your conversation. Some people feel extremely daunted by the fact that we are suggesting that you all participate in fundraising activities by encouraging or having this conversation via Twitter, Facebook. We think that it's just an instant conversation to have, no matter where you are. And for those that want to say your tweet about why you get to Spelman, it also give you an idea of what perspectives there are out there, why other alumni want to be engaged with the college, and why they feel that their giving is important. Secondly, be honest. It's important that all of the information you share is factually accurate. We want you to make up anything about your giving or anything in general and use it on social media. We do want you to be honest and make sure that your audience is able to trust you. Use your content, make sure that it is truthful, trustworthy, and reliable. Put on a fundraiser voice. Use the voice that your Facebook friends know yourself. We don't want to create Spelman robots that talk about fundraising. We don't want to stifle your voice in the conversation that you all have with your classmates. We have a lot of tools that we feel may be helpful in your efforts as a SpelAgent. Most important of it is that you are you throughout the entire time. Whether it's using your own experience for however many years that you've been a SpelAgent, or being honest about your relatively new position within the college as a volunteer. It's all great experience to share, and it's all great when it comes to the ears of our alumni. They want to hear the voice that you all are giving. They don't hear what Spelman has to say or is telling you to say. But we will actually use your own voice and tone and spirit when your conversations with your classmates, as well as the information that you post online. Personal pictures, videos, or reflections of Spelman College, because we know that when we post things as an institution, things that have old pictures to it, or maybe talk about our history and have an image attached to them, those get more shares, more likes, more comments than our regular conversation points that we have with alumni on Facebook and or Twitter. Like that we have on the college's social media pages are Every Woman, Every Year website, the website, Inside Spelman, Spelman Connection, Spelman Lane, the Spelman Messenger are all great ways to find information about the college. You want to share anything that is going to remind your sisters of Spelman College's mission, our purpose, and encourage them to make a gift to ensure the college's mission and purpose continue. It all comes down to that. Make an ask and not being afraid to make the ask. So I suggest that you use your posts in your presence on social media to kind of your thoughts and to kind of update them on where we are and our giving levels. You also want to make sure that you are reaching out to them privately, those conversations about making a gift. And tell your Spelman sisters what Spelman means to you. You can use Facebook to post words, images, statuses, tag friends, posts and pictures from while you were at Spelman, at reunion, or anything like that. And making those public posts that friends can see is really important. And also, by tagging your friends in a picture or a post, it expands the reach of your conversation. And ensure that your friends will see the post as well as their friends. Consider making your posts public to achieve the maximum reach possible. Twitter. Twitter only has a limited amount of text available per post, so you want to make sure that your content is short and sweet, as they say. You also, of course, want to links available to longer content should that be necessary. If you're having a conversation about things that are going on at Spelman College, mention it at Spelman College name. That way we can retweet what you're saying about our institution as well as be a part of that conversation with them. Tweet others and tweet publicly. We want you to share your content from the college account. We want to make sure that other alumni are able to share your content. Following these guidelines make retweeting painless. Also, Instagram and Pinterest. That Instagram, of course, is centered on pictures, and more pictures. When you mention at Spelman_College, we are able to see that you are having a conversation with us. Also share those pictures with others. And the same likes, you can also use Pinterest as a vehicle to share images, links back to articles about the institution and about different things that may be going on in our area. YouTube, of course, many people are familiar with, and we say vlog as in video log about your Spelman experience. Many people may have a YouTube account and don't really use it that often, but we suggest that you make your own videos to talk about why you chose to go to Spelman, your different experiences that you've had, or any other information that you want to share with the community about our institution. We also suggest that you can tap into some alumni groups via LinkedIn, and do so by following our company page and our official group, which is Spelman College Alumni and Student Network. You can post in other alumni groups if you'd like, but so that you know, our page is Spelman College Alumni and Student Network. That you may use is our blogs or email. We talk about email often because we use them on a day-to-day basis. So don't forget them in your tools with social media. Use email to send personal friends, reminder emails about their giving, or to encourage one of your clients to reach out to someone else that you may not have been able to reach. The important thing is, of course, we want you to link a post publicly, not your emails, of course, back to the Spelman giving pages, our Every Woman Every Year website, our website, and by tagging us or including that conversation, we may be able to share some of the posts that you all have put out there as well. Thank you. People, of course, want to be appreciated. You know, they've made a gift. If you have a conversation with an alumna and you see that their name pops up on the donor roll call, feel free to follow up with them and just say thank you for their contribution to our institution. Now, the size of a gift, they're all really important to what we do as an institution to encourage women to change the world. Questions about when you should post on the social media websites? These are times that we see as high traffic times for social media and allow you to maximize the reach of your post. These times are before work, during lunch, the last hour of work, and also during prime television hours. We've got many scandal TV show posts or posts about American Idol, whether that's on Facebook or Twitter. And during these times, everyone, or we won't say everyone, but a lot of people are paying attention to social media platforms. So about those are your Spelman sisters. They're often working or they're often engaged with the world in some other way during the day. Sometimes reaching them at 9:30 may be the best time. However, you should also consider reaching out after work around 8 to 11, or maybe that last hour of work, as we said, during 4 to 5 p.m. These tools that may be helpful in your social media explorations. First is Hootsuite, which allows you to schedule posts and manage all of your social network accounts from one platform. And you can see our website links here. Allow you to track how many clicks on your links that you are receiving. The Giving and Every Woman Every Year links included above are tracked monthly by the college, so please use these links when making the ask. When you have content to share, again, these are some great places to start. We're on Every Woman Every Year website, our website, Inside Woman, our Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube pages. They're all great ways to find some great information to share with your Spelman sisters on your social media pages, and to get some good insight on to things you want to talk about in your upcoming conversations with your Spelman sisters. Here are some, of course, tips that we want you to use when using social media. Most of the people will access your information via a mobile device, so it's really important to, of course, keep it as concise as possible. As we use cell phones on a day-to-day basis, our text messages are short, our conversations are short, so we want you, of course, to keep social media platforms, conversations as short as possible and to the point. I encourage you, again, to use visuals and post publicly in order to have the greatest reach of our message. Not least, we encourage you to start now. Help the Office of Annual Giving at Spelman to gear up for Spelman's 24-hour giving party. Wednesday, April 10th through Thursday, April 11th. We are to reach our highest goal again this year of 41%, getting 1,600 alumni donors. So we really need to use our voices in our conversations with your Spelman sisters, as well as your presence on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and everything and the above, in order to reach out to them. So some of the things that we're going to do is to get those that are interested in becoming online ambassadors, to kind of keep up with you on track and see if you need any help in your efforts, and also maybe give you some information and updates that you may find helpful in your efforts. So we urge you to sign up today as an online ambassador. You can email your name, your class year, and your contact information, including your Twitter name, to cmitchell@spelman.edu so that I can sign you up. To get ready, of course, like I said, to share the most up-to-date information with your Spelman sisters, and use your personal contacts to reach out for more. It's each one reach run type of thing. Show that there's another Spelman sister in your class or even outside your class here that is active in the community or very active online. If you have information, reach out to your Spelman sisters and see if maybe they have it, so that you can increase the audience and the number of people that you're reaching on a day-to-day basis. The information on how you can reach our office at 350 Spelman Lane, Box 1551, Atlanta, Georgia 30314. Next number is here, as well as our general email is annualfund@spelman.edu. You can visit www.everywomaneveryyear.org, the most up-to-date donor roll call and information about what we have going on within our office. The information for all of the people that work within our division and help with our Every Woman Every Year and alumni participation drive to reach 1,600 alumni donors this fiscal year. Our director, our assistant director, and myself and Jennifer Moore, who works as annual giving officer, are to alumni on a daily basis. I'm sorry, as you can see here, the 4 an area code and my phone number is a little bit cut off by our Spelman logo. And I will open it up this time to see if anyone has any questions. Did you all have anything? Please feel free to type it here in the chat box. We will use this time as any questions or answers that you may have. Did. I see that someone has asked me a question, and is concerning how reunion giving is in comparison to our giving in the institution. And I'll tell you all that on average, reunion giving has a great impact on the college's financial means. We see from the past 5 fiscal years that from the total amount of alumni giving, almost 50% on an annual basis of those gifts are from those that are actually in their reunion year. So you see, reunion is, of course, very important to Spelman College, but what we want to do is encourage our alumni to give as much as they can every year. We want everyone to make a thoughtful and meaningful gift, of course, everyone every year. And we feel like it's a great time to do so in this season. Since it's spring, it's a great time to sign up for EFT, IC, create a pledge of a larger amount should you all want to do so, and make a payment over 5 years. However, making an EFT or RCC gift on a monthly basis is easy to do, and as you can see, it costs $10 a month. So, if there are no other questions, I will give it a couple of minutes where I will be here. Should you all want to chat with me privately, otherwise, I thank you for attending and taking your Thursday evening, or some of your Thursday evening, to spend with me. And should you all have any questions, my information is, of course, at the bottom of this page. You can call it 404-270-5067, or you can reach out to me at cmitchell@spelman.edu. And as I said, of course, those, if you would like to have an updated class list, or should you have any questions about class letters or emails or voice blasts, I can help you with all those questions, as well as I encourage everyone to, of course, sign as an online ambassador and use your presence again on social media networks to leverage your presence with alumni in different facets, and also engage them with the most up-to-date information. Thank you again for attending, and I look forward to speaking with you all very soon.